popular 2010 movie Inception explores the idea of entering another person's dreams and gathering information on their real life. While most of it is fiction, dream interpretation has been going on for thousands of years and is clearly still a mysterious and fascinating topic for many.
And so we asked Dr. Psychologist Stewart to share her thoughts on deciphering our dreams and finding real life meaning.
Oy.
This is perfect. If I could just remember my dreams, like I have them and then I forget as soon as I wake up.
That's really funny. Do you want to remember them?
Sometimes, yes.
Because there are things you can do.
They're crazy.
If you try to wake up like a little more slowly, if it's possible to wake up without an alarm, have either a notepad or like an app on your phone to record them and be ready. But this is kind of a person-to-person thing. Some people have such vivid dreams that they wake up, can't wait to talk about. Other people try to say they don't dream, which is completely untrue. They don't remember them.
They don't
but
remember them.
We all dream for about 2 hours a night.
I mean, there are so many things. There are like common things, like if you dream about your teeth falling out or falling or snakes or, you know, the water dreams. Like people have so many theories about what these actually mean in real life. Do they hold any truth?
So I'm going to say probably not, at least in terms of symbolism, because the first thing I think we have to remember is that there's not even a unified theory of why we dream that is unequivocally accepted.
Really?
So, right. I mean,
that's crazy.
So ideas are, it's processing things that happen throughout the day. There's a really interesting new theory that says it might be about preserving vision. So if you think about it, we're still seeing things while we're sleeping. But what's even more interesting about that is that blind people, in their dreams, the other senses are more prominent, which makes perfect sense, right? We are very visual, right? If you're not seeing like we are, then sound becomes more important. Smell becomes more important.
It's amazing how the body adapts.
Right.
Yeah.
And so this already shows us person to person how different things can be. So how can water then always symbolize birth?
Right.
But teeth falling out, how would you feel if your teeth were really falling out?
Horrible.
Yes, right? How would you feel? I think one of my recurring ones is I'm showing up for finals or a performance and I haven't looked at anything, right? I haven't gone to class. That's anxiety.
Right. Yeah. I feel like a lot of what we're dreaming about is just our anxieties manifesting in some other way in our dreams.
That is exactly right. And you said the perfect word, manifest. So Freud, who was kind of the father of dream interpretation, and again, do I really think this means that? Not necessarily. But he talked about the manifest content. That's what we're seeing, what we're able to talk about. And then the latent content is what's behind that, what's under it, right? So the manifest content is Heather's teeth are falling out. Let's hope not. The latent content is she's worried about moving. The boxes aren't all packed, like whatever. I'm not revealing anything about Heather right now, I don't think.
No, they're not packed, I
And
promise.
so it's really interesting too, like people will come into my office and there are people who want to talk about dreams all the time and then the I don't dream people. And the ones who want to talk about dreams, I think they expect me to say, oh my God, do you know what this means?
Right.
Next week at 3 p.m. on Tuesday,
happen.
blah, blah, blah. Right. And I can't say that. And even Freud said, if you really want to know the meaning of a dream, ask the dreamer. So I'll ask and they'll say, I don't know why I had this dream. And 15 minutes later, I'll say, hey, let's go back to that dream. You just told me this. What was the overall feeling in that dream? Right. Anger, anxiety, whatever. And it all connects. It almost always connects back to our everyday life.
I know, when I was a kid, I used to have this reoccurring dream. I would be on my front porch and there would be an ice cream truck and it would like, drive around the house. And it was very aggressive and it wouldn't let me step off of the porch.
Oh no.
Now I haven't had that dream since I was a kid. So I'm wondering, like, do you dream more as a kid versus is there any science behind that versus being an adult?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty consistent. There is some change in REM sleep as we get older. And so that is where most of our dreams happen. So it can get less vivid, etc. But I don't think you're there yet, Mike.
Okay.
What do you do? Because I find this quite often. I do wake up with an alarm. And I must have some nice deep sleep right before that happens almost every night, because when I wake up, I will feel like I'm still in that dream and it kind of stays with you. You can't like break that feeling, whatever it was in your dream almost.
So I have that also, and what's really funny is for me it's anger. And I'm not someone who in my waking life experiences a lot of anger. I hate anger, so that kind of makes sense. That would be the latent content. When that happens, I think it's really important to take some time to orient yourself to, that was a dream.
Right. Not real.
Not exactly, not real. Now here I am back in my body.
You have to do that.
And and like that did not actually happen. I cannot go yell at my husband.
Right.
Because this thing
Well,
in my dream.
It's so funny because if you've ever had a dream about your husband or your wife cheating on you, and then you wake up and you're immediately
like,
angry, you're like, how could you? Never happened. But it's that feeling that you had in your dream.
And
right?
it's probably a fear that we
Right,
actually
right,
have.
Exactly.
And then there's a difference between having a dream and having a nightmare. And that
That's
that
right.
reminds me, like, I have to get up, walk around, drink a glass of water before I can even go back to sleep.
Right.
because
We
I'm
need some
terrified.
division sometimes
Yeah.
between that life
Waking
and this
and
life.
sleeping life. Oh, so good. Thank you as
Wait,
always.
are we dreaming right
We're
now?
not dreaming.
No.
We're very much awake, Mikey. Well, if you're interested in booking a session with Dr. Katie Stewart, we're going to have more information on our website at kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.